Hi students, welcome to our next class. So in the previous class till now we have completed about the ANOVA one-way classification. So what is the ANOVA one-way classification? You will be having a random variable y and different values or the observations we have denoted with yij. So there will be total n number of values. So these n number of values will be divided into some k classes. So we are going to divide the total observations into k classes. That means we are going to make the division based on only classes. That means, and the variation we are going to get based on that classes only, right? That we have denoted with treatment. So we will be getting variation based on the treatment only. So that means the variation, whatever the variation you get for the values of your random variable. That means the factor which affects this, the variable, the values of the variable. So what are the factors which affect the variable value? The treatments. So whatever the treatment we apply to that observation, based on that treatment only, we are going to get the output that we have denoted with small yij. So suppose there is only one factor, k classes, that means only one factor is influencing the output or the value of the variable. First, suppose if there are two factors. Suppose there are two factors which influences values of the variable, that is yij. That means the output is affected by the two factors. That means your total n observations will be divided not only based on the classes. These observations will be divided based on the classes and also the blocks, which are also known as varieties. So there are different terms we can use. Here we say treatments and blocks. So generally I will be using the words treatments and blocks. So treatments means the classes, the blocks means the varieties. Now I will consider some example to understand this in a better way. So here I am considering, suppose this yij is nothing but the yield of milk from a cow. So the yield of the cow milk I am considering as the yij, that is the output. So this yield of the milk or the amount of the milk, yield of the milk means the amount of the milk produced by this cow. So this may be affected by the different factors, right? So what are the different factors that may influence this one? The first thing is, if I am saying it as treatments. So treatments means it is the, whatever the ration you are giving to that, the ration which we are providing to that cow. That means what type of grass we are giving. So what is the what type of water you are giving, everything. So whatever the ration, that means what you are giving to the cow for feeding. So how you are feeding this cow, based on that ration the yield will be produced. In the same way, not only based on the ration, there is also as well as the difference in the variety also. So variety means, the variety indicates the breed of the cow. Not all cows will be producing the same amount of milk, right? So based on the breed of the cow, and that is called the varieties, the amount of the milk is given. So this we are denoting as blocks. Varieties means here blocks. So your blocks, here it is treatments means the ration which we are providing for the cow, and varieties means the blocks, that means the breed or the stock of the cows. So let us now suppose that total n cows. So there are total n cows, right? So these n cows are divided into H groups. These total n cows will be divided into H groups based on the variety. So based on the variety of the cows, we divide them into H groups, which are called as the H blocks. H blocks or H groups is same. Now in these H groups, if I divide it into H groups, among those H groups, there will be different treatment values, right? So suppose in this H group, suppose I consider one group. In each group there are some 10 cows. So these 10 cows will be having different rations, right? All the 10 cows may not be given the same ration. So same breed of cow may be getting different type of ration. So that is, first we'll divide according to the groups or blocks. So among those H groups you will be having different treatment blocks. Now let us consider the effect of K treatments. Each group contains the K cows, right? So in each group they contain K cows. So those K cows are of K treatments. There may not be same type of cows, same variety will be there, but the same treatment may not be given to that K cows. So total H groups will be divided. Total n observations are divided into H group. Each group consists of the K varieties or K treatments. So here n cows are divided into H different groups or classes according to the breed and stock. So based on the breed and stock means according to varieties, H groups are divided. Each group containing K classes or the K cows, and then we consider the effect of the Kth treatment. So Kth treatment means that is the rations. We are going to consider the effect of this Kth treatment, that is effect of the rations given at random to the cows in each group. So here I, what does I indicates? I indicates the treatments and J indicates the varieties. So varieties means here blocks. So blocks means we are going to divide into different groups that are called as blocks. In each block there will be K number of observations, and the K observations will be applying different treatments. So the yield of the, here the yield, the Yij we have considered, right? So Yij, the yield of the milk of the cow, that is Yij, it consists of total H groups which have, in each group there will be K number of treatments. So the comparison between the treatments can be made. So the yield may be expressed in the form of a table. Same like the one-way classification, here also we can divide the total n observations into H groups and K classes or K treatments. So now we will see that one. So the total n number of observations can be expressed in the form of a K by H table, two-way table, which is called as a two-way table or ANOVA two-way table. So how you will be differentiating the observations? Now so total n number of observations will be there, which will be divided according to the treatments and blocks. So here we are going to write here the treatments. So here I am going to write the blocks or varieties. You can say blocks or varieties as anything is same. So total how many blocks we are dividing? We are dividing totally H blocks. So 1, 2, jth block up to the H blocks. Similarly, the treatments, in each block there will be K observations, that is 1, 2, I up to kth observations. So this can be written as x11, x12, so on, x1j, x1h. The only difference between the one-way and two-way classification is that there will be having different N1, N2, different observations for each treatment. Here not like that. First we'll divide the data into blocks, and in each block there will be K number of treatments. Now x21, x22, so on, x2j up to x2h. Similarly, the ith treatment value xi1, xi2, we are going to write in terms of y, right? I have written x. So in first we took y, so here also we will write y only. Sorry for the confusion. The random variable we took y, and the observation we took as yij. Yes, xi1, xi2, sorry, yi1, yi2, so on, yij up to yih. Similarly, the kth treatment value, that is the last value in your block, that is, first is yk1, yk2, so on, ykj, so on, ykh. So these are the different observations. So for the observations, we have written the totals and also the means, right? So write down the totals. So here we are going to write the totals of the treatment. Here we have the totals of the, this row is the total of the first treatment. This row is the total of the second treatment. So how you will be writing this one? T1 dot, T2 dot, Ti dot, so on, Tk dot. Similarly, here totals we are going to consider for each block. This is block 1, block 2. So here observations are ending from J. So here it is T dot 1, T dot 2, so on, T dot J to so on, T dot H. So if you add all the totals, so by adding all the totals, what we are going to get? The grand total, this is the total number of observations, this is the total number of observations. So total observations is nothing but grand total G. Now we will be writing the means also. So these are the treatment means. Here we are going to write the means of the ith treatment. First it is first treatment mean, that is y1 dot bar, next is y2 dot bar, to so on yi dot bar, up to the kth mean yk dot bar. Next, similarly, write down the means for the blocks also. So means it is the means of the blocks. So first block mean is x dot 1 bar, second one is x dot 2 bar, so on x dot j bar, so on x dot h bar. So these are the means of the different H blocks. So in this way we are going to divide the n number of observations into first H blocks, where in H blocks you are going to have total K values, or the K treatments are applied. So copy this table. So now we have to write about the variation, right, in this. So in the last ANOVA one-way classification, how we have defined the variation? The variation is of two types in the ANOVA one-way classification. What is that one? The variation between the treatments and also the random effect. So total observations, you will be having your block like this, right? 1 to H, 1 to up to K. So you will be having different observations like this. So in treatments, if it is only one-way classification, we have treatment. So there will be a variation between the treatments, that is from one treatment to other treatment, and the random error effect epsilon ij. Here, along with the treatment, here we are having treatments, so you will be having the variation between treatments, and also we are having blocks. So there will be some variation in the blocks also. So that is nothing but the variation between the variety. So the total variation of set of observations may be divided into three components. So the total variation is divided into three components. What is the first one? The variation between the treatments. The variation between the classes. So classes means the K classes, that is between treatments. The variation between classes or treatments is same. Next is the variation between the groups, which is known as the varieties, right? The variation between the varieties. So between varieties means that is blocks or the groups. So the variation between the classes, that is treatments, and next is the variation between the varieties, that is the blocks or groups, and the third one we know is the variation due to random effect. Due to random effect. So the variation between the classes, the variation between the groups or the blocks, and the variation due to the random effect. So these are the three types of variations we are going to get in the ANOVA two-way classification. Now we'll look out the mathematical model for the ANOVA one-way classification. So what is the mathematical model for the ANOVA one-way classification? So remember the mathematical model for the one-way classification. So it will be same as the mathematical model for the two-way classification also. Mathematical model. So the linear mathematical model, for the ANOVA two-way classification for the Yij. So for Yij means that is the jth observed value. It is the jth variety, of the ith treatment. It is a yield from the jth variety, of the ith treatment. It is a yield of the jth variety on the ith treatment. So from the jth variety, the effect of ith treatment is nothing but Yij is where I equals to, we know, 1 to K and J equals to 1 to so on H is given as, so the linear mathematical model is given as Yij equals to mu plus alpha I plus beta j plus epsilon ij. So this is the linear mathematical model for the ANOVA two-way classification. So here what is mu? Mu equals to general mean or the overall mean. You can call it as a general mean or overall mean. What is alpha I? So we know alpha I means the effect due to ith treatment. Effect due to ith treatment. So effect due to ith treatment means by applying the ith treatment, what is the increase or decrease in the yield of the crop. And we know alpha I equals to mu I dot minus mu. So generally we consider in the treatments one-way classification only mu I. So here we have two-way classification, that's why we write mu I dot minus mu. Next, beta j. So beta j is the effect due to the jth variety or the jth block. So the effect due to the jth block is denoted as beta j, and we know beta j equals to mu dot j minus mu. So these are the effects of the jth treatment, ith treatment and the jth variety. And we know epsilon ij. What is epsilon ij? It is the random error effect. Random error effect. So this is a linear model for the ANOVA two-way classification. Yij equals to mu plus alpha I plus beta j plus epsilon ij. So we know in one-way classification we had only treatments, that's why the treatment effect was only given. So in ANOVA two-way classification we will be having the blocks also, that is variety. So that variety effect will also be present. That's why we will have an addition term, that is beta j, and epsilon ij is that a random effect. Now we have seen the mathematical model. Next we will see the assumptions for the two-way classification. So the same assumptions what you have for the one-way classification, the same assumptions will be there for, that is basically ANOVA assumptions will be as it is, it will be same for one-way and two-way. So now we will see the assumptions. So what is the first observations we have? The observations must be independent. The sample observations must be independent. So here sample observations means the Yij values should be always independent only. Next is second one, different effects are additive in nature. Different effects are additive in nature. So what are the different effects we have in this two-way classification? We have two effects, right? That is treatment effect and the block effect. So those two effects must be additive in nature. And the third and the most important one is epsilon ij follows normal distribution with 0, sigma square e. So what does it mean? Always here epsilon ij's are the IID normal. IID normal means identically independent normal variates. So always epsilon ij's are the IID normal variates with mean 0 and variance sigma square. So which implies that expectation of Eij equals to 0 and we know variance of Eij equals to sigma E square. So these are the assumptions of the ANOVA two-way classification. So note down the assumptions. Next we have to perform the statistical analysis of the two-way classification. So in the statistical analysis, first we will be defining the null hypothesis and also the alternative hypothesis. So coming to the statistical analysis, the first step in the statistic is, first we have to define our null hypothesis. So how many effects we are having, that many null hypotheses we are going to present. So we set up the null hypothesis that the treatments as well as the varieties are homogeneous. So how we are going to set up the null hypothesis? We set up the null hypothesis that treatments and varieties, that means blocks, are homogeneous. Homogeneous means there is no difference between the treatments or there is no difference between the varieties. So generally null hypothesis, how we are going to write? I said this ANOVA is used for testing the several means. In terms of means we have written the null hypothesis, right? Similarly here also, first treatment means, that is mu1 dot equals to mu2 dot equals to so on up to equals to mu k dot, which we have assumed as mu. Same like the ANOVA one-way classification. So this is nothing but H naught such that mu1 dot minus mu equals to mu2 dot minus mu, so on up to mu k dot minus mu. So since we know that mu I dot minus mu is nothing but alpha I, so we can write the H naught such that alpha 1 equals to alpha 2 equals to so on alpha k, since alpha I equals to mu I dot minus mu. So what does this null hypothesis means? The treatments are homogeneous. That is, treatments are homogeneous. Next we have to write the hypothesis based on the means of the jth variety or the jth block. So this is the first null hypothesis. The second null hypothesis, H naught such that mu dot 1 equals to mu dot 2 equals to so on mu dot H. We are going to have total H blocks, right? So this one equals to the overall mean, that is mu. Now similarly, mu dot 1 minus mu H naught such that, so you can write H naught 1 here, the suffix, in the suffix you can write H naught 1, here H naught 2, because we are writing two hypotheses, right? So mu 1 dot minus mu equals to mu dot 2 minus mu equals to so on mu dot H minus mu. So this is nothing but alpha I, so H naught 2 is, this is nothing but beta j, that is beta 1 equals to beta 2 equals to so on beta H. In between you will be having beta j, in between here you will be having alpha I. So what does it mean? Since the beta j equals to mu dot j minus mu. So what does this mean? This means that the blocks or the varieties are homogeneous. That is, the varieties or the blocks are homogeneous. So in this way we are going to define our null hypothesis and also also the alternative hypothesis. So in the next class, we will be seeing all the notations. What are the different formulas, notations for the means, and we will start our statistical analysis.